Today I traded the NQ, so I first start to look at the daily chart to see if I can see where price is going. And then I like to drop down to the 60-minute chart. I'm looking for gaps as well as liquidity levels. And I found something, so I do like to mark up my chart. I pretty much do this every day. And I'm also looking for my breaker. So here I've identified a bullish breaker on the 15-minute chart. And so I like to add a text note so that I know exactly what I'm looking at, and also color code them so that it is easy for me. I do not trade with any indicators, but I do like to mark up my chart and try and keep it as clean as possible. So I've identified that 15-minute breaker. I also can see that there is a gap over here on the left with these large green candles. And so I'm going to mark out this line because this is where I think price is coming to fill this price gap. So I'm going to create a line right at the top of this candle and drag it all the way over. And of course, I'm going to color code it because that's something I like to do. I'm going to make it yellow. I try and keep a consistent color scheme. It just helps me to know exactly what I'm looking at a glance without sometimes having to go into the text. So I do like to use the yellow for my fair value gaps as well as my daily voids. And I just sort of write out a line. When I'm getting into a trade, most of the time, even though I've identified my liquidity levels, I exit early because I have learned to not be greedy. Greed is still a thing. I'm working on it, but once I get my 10 points or less, I do try and exit the trade. I did layer into this trade for a short position and got my 10 points. 10 before 10.